time plans. But hey, wanted to give you enough time to make sure you put something into your schedules for tomorrow. We've got a really cool event on IMTS Spark, working together with our partners at ASME, Digital Twin. And Digital Twin is such a cool new technology that I really think it's going to be a great one for you guys to pay attention to and log on to. You can go to imts.spark and take a look. It's going to be happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and two phenomenal speakers that ASME helped set up for the event. John Vickers, who's a principal technologist at NASA, as well as Michael Greaves, chief scientist at advanced manufacturing at Florida Tech. And these two guys are kind of seen as two of the guys that actually came up with the concept of building out what is digital twins. So two perfect people to be talking about it. And it really is an important sector of what's going to be happening in manufacturing and changing a lot of the ways that things happen in our manufacturing technology space. Gartner, that does a lot of the forecasts and analysis of what's happening in the tech space, have predicted the market for digital twins to be 26 billion with a B, by 2025, and that's not that far off. And that's looking at kind of an average growth rate of almost 40% per year in that space. And so when you have major players like Siemens and PTC, Hexagon, Autodesk, major players with great products building up platforms in this space, you can really see the change is going to happen. So kind of the amalgamation of what's happening with sensors and data, the ability to already have simulation software, adding in the analytics, and getting true kinematics built into that modeling. So truly what you're doing is doing a real representation to test things that otherwise needed to be built first to test to see what performance is. And so whether it's an application where you're building a piece of equipment and trying to finalize some logic, and you need to ship the equipment, you're still doing some logic, you got to have the expensive equipment on your floor, but you need to get it into your customer's location. And how do you solve those two things? I mean, essentially, you could ship the equipment and just do your finalizing and some of the logic with your engineers in a digital twin environment where you're actually looking at the true functionality, what's happening with force and torque and cylinders or pallet movements or spindle movement, and really be able to finalize things as then you're getting set up in the customer floor to compress time and cycles. You can also do things where it would have been really expensive to be setting up a test bed or to be doing prototyping, and saving an immense amount of time by building, again, the real physics and the kinematics, the actual live data that now we're able to get as everyone's kind of developing data information sets off their products, and that product information you integrate then into an overall system using these platforms, some of those people I mentioned, to actually then doing your prototyping in real live iteration. And you can do so many more iterations then to be able to get best in class kind of performance. So definitely something to pay attention to, really important technology. It's not way out there in the future, it's being used today. And I think you want to tune in tomorrow, as I said, IMTS Spark. Take a look at the session, listen to a couple of these guys that are the experts in the space, and I think you'll appreciate kind of the opportunity for you to leverage the technology as well. So I hope that helps. Sorry to come at you a little bit early. Hopefully those people are just catching up. You can always replay this and catch what I was talking about at the beginning when you notice I happen to be here. Those of you that jumped in, appreciate it, and we'll be back at you again on Thursday. Have a great one.